Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday SitRep. It is the unofficial start of Red October because we've got our first round of awesome Russian with a little British
the secret
dribbled
start
in pre-order.
October.
Yeah, right. And so you can use promo code Motherland all day long, save yourself 10% off your order, and that includes these awesome pre-orders. Did you like that promo code? I think it's kind of funny. You have to type it in with the accent though, Motherland. I don't know.
Ooh.
Good luck. But yeah, we have a bunch of awesome restock pre-orders on here. So let's start with this one actually. So this is the what was it? It's the MiG-21 PF Fishbed D, which if you're looking for a budget fighter jet Brickmania kit, that is.
I like that shaping of that.
Yeah, just because of its size, that's about as close as you're going to get.
Cuts through the air. Mm-hmm. Like a flying lawn dart.
Got some sweet printing on it. It is like a flying long dart. I like the color schemes. The stickers look really good. It's got a sweet little pilot. One of the few kits that we're still doing that has the Lego yellow. So odds are this will be the last MiG with that classic look, because the next one would definitely have a flesh tone. So if that's something that's important to you as a classics collector, make sure to scoop this one up because that's pretty cool. But otherwise, a nice little swooshable kit. Comes with the missiles and everything. Functioning landing gear. Make sure to check out Cody's designer desk. This one is actually backed by like just pretty much crazy popular demand. There were some people who really were bummed that they missed out on it during the initial Battle of Britain run, and so we decided to bring it back quickly before the end of 2020 and before the end of kind of our Battle of Britain stuff, so that people could get in one more time on the pre-order. So that is the Hawker Hurricane.
It's that crazy camouflage pattern.
Yeah,
really nice
and the printing
stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then on that giant slope piece, what's that thing? There is some really cool multi-surface, multi-print roundel and a camouflage pattern going on there. So,
and it's very, very satisfying to see the lines on the roundel come together when you put those printed elements on.
So that was an incredibly tough print job. So, yes,
but an excellent model and very, very cool. So that's what I was saying when I said we had a little bit of the Brits dribbled in here too, because we've also got the Staghound back, which I believe actually comes in configurations of either the British or the Belgian. Armored card vision.
What a beast.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Cool little minifigure. If you've seen Bridge Too Far, check that out, because this is this is in that film and it looks awesome. This thing is also built like an armored car. I mean, it is super solid. We talk about the sandbox kits every once in a while. This one definitely would fit that sandbox kit category. And same with this too. I know we're kind of staying away from your Hind, but you know we're working up. So this is the BTR 82A, which won a fan poll actually for its original design. And then Dan was like, "That's a really cool vehicle. Instead of re-releasing the original, I want to make the new one."
Yes.
So he did, which is awesome because this has. Open this up. It's got a ton of play features, printed elements, etc.
That reminds me of like those old school Lego sets where the whole top would pivot up and there'd be like a missile inside of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like as close to a real life off-world APC as you could pretty much get, because this thing looks straight out of a sci-fi film. It looks like it's ready to get tipped over by aliens or zombies, or because it's got this sweet turret on top. Maybe it'll defend itself aptly.
Does that come with a figure?
It does come with a figure. You want to show this guy off because his camouflage is pretty sweet.
Definitely do.
And I love those tanker helmets.
This is one of my favorite camouflage patterns. This is Flora, Russian camouflage pattern. Very similar to Woodland, kind of came out a similar era as that. But I think this is, I believe, the first time I got a chance to actually make this camouflage pattern. So they're actually still wearing this camouflage pattern to this day, kind of as a throwback. The Russians really like their throwback camouflage patterns.
Tradition.
So yeah, you'll see this one even in modern vehicles and in parades and everything. So very cool camouflage pattern. Simple uniform, but I mean they're keeping it simple. It's effective, I guess. So
yeah, very, very cool, and an awesome little set. Another one that would go well with the modern Russian Special Forces, which, spoiler alert, we are going to bring back in October. Yes. It won't be a run all month long like it was when it was the minifig of the month, but we will bring back a run of those, so stay tuned for more there.
That was the winner of the fan poll, right? Or one of them?
I think the Mogadishu, or the Filthy, well, we've had a couple of fan polls. One of them was won by the Mogadishu Ranger, one of them was won by the Filthy 13. So, but whichever one the Special Forces were on was very, very close.
Okay.
They would also work for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what are you pointing at?
The Hind, the modern Russian Special Forces.
No. Yeah,
no, they wouldn't.
Yes, they were messing with you.
Mondays, I guess, huh?
Yes. What's cool about the Hind is it's kind of a jack of all trades, right? You can transport some troops in here as well. Got a bit of a carrying capacity. Obviously bristling with weaponry. And it's got this cool camouflage pattern.
Yeah, I really like the unique look of it.
Yeah.
And it's got that nasty loadout on it. Looks like it's ready to blow up a building for sure.
The pilot in there is also sporting that same, it's a survival vest this time, but it's that same camouflage pattern, that Flora.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And you will get different variations of the color tones for that camouflage, just because it's being produced all over their country, and so you'll get different runs, different hues, different tones. This is a bit more sun-faded one, maybe. So.
Different manufacturers.
That's that survival helicopter vest.
Wow, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
What a cool way to kick off
They
Red
made
October.
it, so I'm just remaking it.
Yeah, but making it in sweet Lego form so that you can
scale.
put it in a super swooshable helicopter and have a blast flying it around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Add some flick missiles on there. Everything needs a flick missile.
I don't know if that's true.
There are some things that are better left flick missile-less.
Flickless.
Flickless. Yeah, cool. So we have all these back on restock pre-order, the unofficial start of Red October. Make sure you use that promo code MOTHERLAND at checkout. Save yourself 10%. And then finally, we have some cool figures back. One of them we don't have because it hasn't been back in forever, and that is the World War I French Cavalry Lancer, I want to say. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then we also have the Harlem Hellfighter, who does come with that. I believe it's a label, but we have the Springfield Perfect Caliber with the bayonet, the fixed bayonet, back as well, which is another rifle that they would have used. So you can pick up that Perfect Caliber and that Harlem Hellfighter.
That's cool about that figure. Release. That was there's also that display stand, which we don't commonly do. That was kind of an older thing that we were doing before, but it's nice to see it pop up every now and then. So if you like that kind of more display look to it.
This is definitely an exceptional figure that you'd want to consider displaying as well, just because it's obviously an important point in history, and then it's a really, really detailed 360 printed figure. So I think they went pretty dang fast.
Texture printing on the helmet
and on the chest. His metal is texture printed too. That's what I was just looking at. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You have made a lot of figures, so I suppose we can cut you some slack.
Oh yeah, sometimes just looking back at the old ones, like, oh yeah, I did that.
That's right, that happened. That's awesome. So that is everything that is back on restock and restock pre-order. Remember again, like we talked about on Friday, brick tracks are live under Railroad Supplies on the website. I'm excited to see what will come from that category.
Yeah, it's sort of an untapped market. A lot of cool big builds maybe coming up in the future to go with that. Trains are just they're cool anyways. So it's going to be nice to see some maybe larger scale dioramas coming. I was helping Dan set up the segment that we shot on Friday, and like we were getting them, all set up in a circle and putting the trains together and whatnot. And Dan was like almost as excited as I've ever seen him to just be like putting it together. And then we pulled out like this old green train, etc. And he was telling me from how long ago it was built, and I was like, man, Dan's a train guy, like say what you will, and so that's cool to see him excited about that, which can only mean good things for Brickmaniacs, because when Dan is excited, he gets things moving in the old production department. So it'll be fun to see what that's able to crank out, especially with that expanded print capacity. So let's show off the brick stuff promo again. Oh, I forgot about this. If there's any even left, this was a Friday release, but the Brick Arms overmolded, reloaded, whatever you want to call them, P38. There we go. I get you there, camera guy. New to brickmania.com, a long-awaited request. We kept track of some social media that Will was doing, so we were excited for this. Another Friday perk release. If there's any left, enjoy them. If not, we'll get another order in. Moving on to brick stuff, though. If you didn't see Friday's episode, here we go. Oh, got the light. It's on, and that's actually coming out of that little speaker there, which is cool. So super thin speaker, super fine wires. You can bury that underneath tiles. Yeah, it looks like a bulky setup here when you see it just sitting on top of a table, but the truth is, first of all, this wire is super fine, especially right up here towards the gun, so it's very, very easy to hide within a mock, and then you've got enough space here to the point where you can either crumple it up to put it inside, like the fuselage of an aircraft or a helicopter, or you can bury it underneath some plates, like Landon was saying on Friday. So it is definitely versatile for the mocks. And look at it. I mean, I mean, that definitely is eye-catching. When Drew was taking some photographs for it, our graphic designer, he was just kind of playing with it as people were walking by, and it's just definitely an eye-catcher. And people would be like, "Oh, it makes sound too." So it's just like, it's cool.
Yeah, it is definitely one of those things that kicks your mock-up to the next level. So be on the lookout for those because they are heading for brickmania.com shortly. We'll also have them in retail stores, etc. So this will be pretty dang exciting. Brick stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, remember we've got some of those retail minifigs still hanging around our stores. So make sure to check back in. We're actually getting more as we're getting them priced off. We have some clone troopers, etc. That are getting ready to hit the shelves. So make sure to check back in, even if you've already been in once, because new stuff is arriving. Other than that, remember our mock contest ends on November 11th. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's going to be an awesome, awesome month. This Red October is
Red October in September.
starting.
Oh,
Secretly
it's Vault
starting.
Week too.
Vault Week.
It
What?
is. It's Vault Week. So be on a lookout for a video on Wednesday where we'll go over this week's Vault offerings.
Dylan,
That
is it
sounds
Vault
kind of
Week this week?
intense. It's Vault Week this
It's
week.
Vault Week this week.
Do you like Vault Week?
Vault Week's pretty cool.
Vault Week's pretty sweet. It's fun to see the stuff come back from the stores and be like, what? Like when that B-17 came in and it was like,
Vault
yeah,
Week.
pretty sweet. Vault Week. But yeah, that'll be 8 a.m. on Thursday. Be on the lookout for the video on Wednesday to preview what is going to be in the vault. So nothing else to add?
Vault Week. What? No, I'm good.
Fair enough. Vault Week, and we'll see you on Wednesday.